Dear students, welcome to our YouTube channel Chem Origin. This is Dr. Satish Kumar. Students, in this current video module, I would like to explain the concept of mole fraction. Mole fraction. In our previous videos, we already discussed clearly about molality and normality. So students, in this present video, I would like to discuss the concept of mole fraction. So what is the definition of mole fraction? To explain the concept of mole fraction, we can take some examples and also we can solve some numerical problems based on the mole fraction. So students, let us start our class on mole fraction. Dear students, next we can discuss about the mole fraction. Mole fraction. Students, this mole fraction is denoted with a symbol xi. Xi is the symbol which is denoted the mole fraction. So now we can see what is the definition of mole fraction. The definition of mole fraction we can see in detail. Mole fraction. So mole fraction, the definition of mole fraction we can see detailedly. Students, in generally this mole fraction, this method is used. Generally this method is used for the this method is used when the solution, this method is used when the solution is constituted by two or more components. This method is used when the solution is constituted by two or more components. So then we can use this method, mole fraction. This method is used when the solution is constituted by two or more components. So now we can see the definition of mole fraction. It is defined as the ratio of number of moles of one component to the total number of moles of the solution. To the total number of moles of the solution. It is the definition of mole fraction, the ratio of number of moles of one component to the total number of moles of solution. Therefore students, mole fraction is defined like this. Mole fraction is equals to the number of moles of one component to the total number of moles of the solution. Total number of moles of the solution is defined as a mole fraction. Total number of moles of the solution is defined as a mole fraction. So students, clearly you can explain this mole fraction by assuming a solution which contains three components A, B and C. So students, let us consider components. Let us consider components A, B and C. Containing solution. So students, let us assume a solution which contains three components A, B and C. So we can write like this. The components are components A and B, components A, B and component C. So these are the three components present in a solution. Let us consider a solution which contains component A, component B and component C. Now let us assume the weight or mass of the components let us consider the weight or mass of the components A, B and C. Weight or mass of the component A is assumed as a W1. Let us assume the weight of the component A as a W1 and the component B weight let us assume as a W2. W2 is the weight of the component B and W3 is the weight of the component C. So W1, W2, W3 are the weights or masses of the component A, B and C respectively. Similarly, let us consider the molecular weight or the molecular mass. Molecular weight or the molecular mass of the components A, B and C. Let us assume as a M1. The molecular mass of component A is assumed as a M1 and the molecular mass of component B is assumed as a M2 and the molecular mass of the component C is assumed as a M3. So M1, M2, M3 are the molecular mass or the molecular weights of the components A, B and C. Now the number of moles of components. So number of moles. Therefore the number of moles of A becomes weight by molecular weight, that is W1 by M1 is the number of moles of component A. So students, we know that number of moles of a component is equals to weight by molecular weight. Weight by molecular weight. Similarly, number of moles of B becomes weight by molecular weight, that equals to W2 by M2. And similarly, the molecular number of moles of C becomes weight of the component C by molecular mass of the component C, that is nothing but W3 by M3. So because students, we know that number of moles, we know the formula, number of moles is equals to weight by molecular weight of a component. Weight by molecular weight of a component is defined as a number of moles. So let us consider students, number of moles of A is assumed as a small n1. N1 is the number of moles of component A. Let us assume. Similarly, the number of moles of component B is assumed as a N2. Let us assume N2 is the number of moles of component B. Number of moles of component B. Similarly, let us assume the number of moles of component C, that is nothing but N3. Let us assume the number of moles of component C as N3. So N1 means W1 by M1, N2 means W2 by M2 and M3 means W3 by M3 are the number of moles of component A, B and C. And students, total number of moles is equals to total number of moles is the sum of the number of moles of components present in the solution. So students, the present three component system have A, B and C are the components. Therefore total number of moles becomes N1 plus N2 plus N3 is the total number of moles of the solution. Total number of moles is equals to sum of the number of moles of individual components present in the solution. Therefore total number of moles of solution is equals to N1 plus N2 plus N3, or you can write as a W1 by M1 plus W2 by M2 plus W3 by M3. Now from the definition of mole fraction, so mole fraction equals to number of moles of one component by total number of moles of solution. Therefore you can write mole fraction of A like this. Therefore mole fraction of A component A becomes N1 by mole fraction of A becomes N1 by total number of moles, that equals to N1 by N1 plus N2 plus M3. N1 by N1 plus N2 plus M3 is the mole fraction of component A. Similarly students, the mole fractions of component B becomes mole fractions of component B becomes N2 by N1 plus N2 plus M3. Similarly, mole fraction of component C is equals to number of moles of component C by total sum of the total components mole fraction, that is nothing but N3 by N1 plus N2 plus N3. Therefore, students, the mole fraction of the solution, therefore mole fraction of the solution is equals to mole fraction of A plus mole fraction of B plus mole fraction of C. Therefore mole fraction of solution is always is equals to 1. Mole fraction of a solution is equals to 1 only, because mole fraction of solution is equals to the mole fraction of A plus mole fraction of B plus mole fraction of C only. So mole fraction of A plus mole fraction of B plus mole fraction of. So students, mole fraction of solution is equals to the mole fraction of A plus mole fraction of B, mole fraction of B plus mole fraction of C, that equals to N1 by N1 plus N2 plus N3 and plus N2 by N1 plus N2 plus N3 plus N3 by N1 plus N2 plus N3. So finally we get like this, N1 plus N2 plus N3 by N1 plus N2 by N3. So that equals to mole fraction of the solution is equals to N1 by N1 plus N2 plus N3 by N1 plus N2 plus N3. Therefore that equals to 1. Hence students, for any solution, therefore students, for any solution the mole fraction is always is equals to 1 only. Therefore for any solution mole fraction is always equals to 1 only. Mole fraction is always is equals to 1 only. For example students, let us assume a binary solution. Let us consider a binary solution. So students, here the binary solution means which contains only two components. Let us consider a binary solution that equals to which contains only two components, so that is one component is component 1 as a solute and solvent. So the components are solute plus solvent are the components. So let us consider a binary solution which contains two components, solute plus solvent. Therefore from mole fraction concept just now we discussed, therefore mole fraction of solute becomes mole fraction of solute is equals to mole fraction of solute is equals to number of moles of solute by total number of moles of the solution by total number of moles of the solution. Total number of moles of the solution is the mole fraction of a solute. Mole fraction of a solute is equals to number of moles of solute by total number of moles of the solution. Similarly students, number of moles of solvent, mole fraction of solvent is equals to number of moles of solvent by total number of moles of the solution. Therefore mole fraction of the solution is equals to mole fraction of the solution is equals to mole fraction of solute plus mole fraction of solvent, that equals to 1 only. Therefore mole fraction of a solution is always equals to the 1 only. that is nothing but mole fraction of solute plus mole fraction of solvent. So it is always equals to 1. And students, the mole fraction is always independent on the temperature. Students, mole fraction is always independent on the temperature of the solution. So students, the factor mole fraction is always independent on the temperature. So students, this is about the concept of mole fraction. So students, mole fraction is the ratio of number of moles of one component, that may be solute or solvent, to the total number of moles of the solution. So students, I hope you understood this mole fraction concept clearly. Now we can see some numerical problems on mole fraction concept. Students, the first numerical problem on mole fraction concept is 3.65 grams of HCl are dissolved in 16.2 grams of water. Then find the mole fraction of HCl and H2O. So students, this solution is a two component system, and this two component system, HCl, hydrochloric acid, is solute and water is a solvent. So the weight of the HCl is given as a 3.65 grams and the weight of the water is given as a 16.2 grams. Now we can solve this problem. So the given problem is the given problem the given problem 3.65 grams of HCl are dissolved in 16.2 grams of water. Then find the mole fraction of both HCl and water, H2O. Students, now initially we write the given data. So solution for the given problem. So we can write like this: given weight of the given weight or mass of the component HCl, given weight of the HCl is equals to 3.65 grams, and weight of the water is given as a 16.2 grams. 16.2 grams is the given weight of the water. So given weight of the water is given 16.2 grams. Students, we know the molecular weight of water and the molecular weight of HCl. So students, we know the molecular weight or molecular mass of HCl. Therefore, we know that molecular weight of HCl is equals to 36.5 grams per mole. Similarly, students, we know the molecular weight of water. Also, we know, students, 18 grams. 18 grams is the molecular weight of water. 18 grams. So we know, students, in our earlier video classes, we also know how to calculate the molecular weight for a component. Therefore, students, we know the weight of the HCl and molecular weight of the HCl, weight of the water and molecular weight of the water. Now we can easily calculate the number of moles of HCl and number of moles of water like this. Therefore, number of moles of HCl is equals to weight of the HCl by molecular weight of the HCl. That implies, that is nothing but W1, or you can assume WA. WA is the weight of the HCl and MA as the molecular weight of the HCl. Let us assume, students, molecular weight of HCl as MA. MA is a molecular mass or molecular weight of HCl. Let us assume. Similarly, the weight of the HCl is assumed as a WA. WA is the weight of the HCl and MA is the molecular weight of the HCl. Similarly, the weight of the water is assumed as a Wb, and the molecular weight of the water is assumed as a Mb. Mb is the molecular weight of the HCl. Now the number of moles of HCl is equals to weight of the HCl by molecular weight of the HCl, that is nothing but 3.65 grams by 36.5 grams, that equals to students 0.1 is the number of moles of HCl. Similarly students, we can calculate the number of moles of water. Number of moles of water is equals to Wb by Mb. So weight of the water by molecular weight of the water, that is given as a weight of the water is given 16.2 grams. 16.2 grams, and the molecular weight or molecular mass of water is equals to 18. Now 16.2 by 18, 16.2, 16.2. So 16.2 divided by, now we can calculate 16.2 divided by 18 is equals to 0.9. 0.9. So number of moles of water is equals to 0.9. Therefore now we can calculate the mole fraction of HCl and mole fraction of water. So students, we know the number of moles of HCl and the number of moles of water. Therefore total number of moles. Total number of moles of the solution. Total number of moles of the solution is equals to 0.1 plus 0.9, that equals to 1.0 is the total number of moles of solution. Now we can calculate the mole fraction of HCl. Therefore mole fraction of HCl is equals to number of moles of HCl by total number of moles of the solution. So students, here the number of moles of HCl is 0.1. We know the number of moles of HCl is 0.1, and the total number of moles of the solution is equals to 1 only. 1 is the total number of moles of the solution. Therefore students, mole fraction of HCl is equals to 0.1. 0.1 is the mole fraction of HCl. Students, we know that mole fraction of a solution is equals to, mole fraction of a solution is always equals to 1 only. Here the mole fraction of HCl, mole fraction of solution is equals to mole fraction of HCl plus mole fraction of water only. So mole fraction of HCl is equals to mole fraction of solution is equals to mole fraction of HCl plus mole fraction of water, that equals to 1 only. Therefore students, we can find the mole fraction of water. Mole fraction of water is nothing but 1 minus mole fraction of HCl only. So students, we get the mole fraction of HCl as 0.1. So 1 minus 0.1, that equals to 0.9. 0.9 is the mole fraction of water. Students, we can also find the mole fraction of water from the formula also. From the formula also we can find the mole fraction of water. So mole fraction of water we can also find like this also by using the formula. So mole fraction of water is equals to number of moles of water by total number of moles of solution. So students, number of moles of water is 0.9 and the total number of moles of solution is equals to 1. Therefore mole fraction of water becomes 0.9. So students, mole fraction of HCl is equals to 0.1 and mole fraction of water is equals to 0.9. So in this manner students, for a given solution we can calculate the mole fraction of a components present in the solution. Therefore mole fraction of HCl is equals to 0.1 and mole fraction of water is equals to 0.9. Students, I hope you understood this problem. Students, next problem on mole fraction concept. Mole fraction of NaOH in a solution which contain 20 grams of NaOH in 990 grams of water. So students, in this problem, the solute is sodium hydroxide. NaOH is the solute and water is the solvent. Now we can solve this problem in the earlier problem way only. So we can write the given problem. Given problem is given problem. So I think this is the problem number 2. So mole fraction of NaOH in a solution which contain 20 grams of NaOH in 990 grams of water. So first we can write the given data of the problem. So given weight of the NaOH, given weight of the NaOH is given as a 20 grams. 20 grams is the weight of the NaOH and the weight of the water is given 990 grams and the molecular weight of the NaOH. Students, we know the molecular weight of NaOH 23 plus 17 that equals to 40 grams per mole. Similarly, molecular weight of water we know students 18 grams. Now the question is that mole fraction. Now the question is that mole fraction of NaOH should be found. So we should find the mole fraction of NaOH. So for this students, we need number of moles of NaOH and number of moles of water. So students, first we can find the number of moles of NaOH. Number of moles of NaOH. Number of moles of NaOH is equals to weight of the NaOH by molecular weight of the NaOH, that is nothing but Wa by Ma. So weight of the NaOH is 20 grams. Weight of the NaOH is 20 grams and the molecular mass of the NaOH is 40. That equals to students 20 by 40 means 2 by 4, that equals to 0.5. 0.5 is the number of moles of NaOH. Similarly, number of moles of water is equals to weight of the water by molecular mass of the water. Given weight of the water is 990 grams and molecular mass of the water is 18. Now 990 by 18, we can found 990 divided by 18, that equals to 55. 990 by 18 equals to 55 is the number of moles of water. Therefore total number of moles of the solution is equals to 0.5 plus 55, that equals to 55.5. 55.5 is the total number of moles of the solution. Now we can find the mole fraction of NaOH. So students, mole fraction of NaOH. Therefore mole fraction of NaOH is equals to number of moles of NaOH by total number of moles of the solution. So students, number of moles of NaOH is 0.5 and the total number of moles is 55.5. Therefore 0.5 divided by 55.5, we can get 0.0090. 0.0090 is the number of mole fraction of NaOH. Mole fraction of NaOH is equals to 0.0090. So this is the question. This is the answer for the given problem. Mole fraction NaOH. Mole fraction of NaOH is mole fraction of NaOH is equals to 0.0090. Students, next we can see one more problem on mole fraction. So third problem is 214.2 grams of sugar syrup contains 34.2 grams of sugar. Calculate the mole fraction of sugar in the syrup. So students, the molecular mass of sugar is also given as a 342 grams. So students, here the weight of the solute sugar is given and the weight of the solution is given. The weight of the solvent is not given in this problem. So students, initially we should find the weight or mass of the solvent, then only we can find the mole fraction of the sugar. So let us write the given problem. So students, the given problem is, this is the given problem. The given problem is 214.2 grams. I think this is the problem number 3. So 214.2 grams of sugar syrup contains 34.2 grams of sugar. Calculate the mole fraction of sugar in the syrup. Molecular mass of sugar is given as a 342. So students, here the weight of the sugar, here the given weight of the sugar is given as a 34.2 grams, and the molecular weight of the sugar is given as a 342 grams. 342 grams is the molecular mass of the sugar. Here the weight of the solvent, let it be water, the weight of the solvent should be found. So initially we should find the weight of the water, and the molecular weight of the water we know that students 18 grams. So in addition to this, the weight of the solution is given in this problem. So weight of the solution is given as a weight of the solution is given in this problem. So weight of the solution is given as a 214.2 grams. 214.2 grams is the weight of the solution. So students, we should find initially the weight of the water. Students, we know that mass of the solution or weight of the solution is equals to the weight of the solute plus weight of the solvent. Therefore students, in the present problem we can write like this. We know that students, weight of the solution is equals to, we know that weight of the solution is equals to weight of the sugar plus weight of the water, weight or mass of the water. So mass of the water. So students, here the weight of the solution is given as a 214.2 grams, and the weight of the sugar is given as a 34.2 grams, and we should find the weight or mass of the water, So therefore weight of the water is equals to 214.2 minus 34.2, that equals to 180 grams. 180 grams is the weight of the water, that is nothing but WB. So students, we know the WA and MA, WB and MB. Now we can find the number of moles of sugar and number of moles of water. Then we can easily find the mole fraction of the sugar. So number of moles of sugar is equals to weight of the sugar by molecular mass of the sugar, that is nothing but 34.2 grams by 342. So that equals to 0.1. Similarly, number of moles of water equals to weight of the water by molecular mass of the water. Now we can find the weight of the water as a 180 grams and molecular mass of the water is 18, that equals to 10. Therefore total number of moles of the solution is equals to 0.1 plus 10, that equals to 10.1. 10.1 is the total number of moles of the solution. Therefore students, mole fraction of the sugar is equals to number of moles of sugar by total number of moles of the solution. So students, number of moles of sugar is equals to 0.1 and the total number of moles is equals to 10.1. Therefore 0.1 divided by 0.1 divided by 10.1 is equals to 0.0099. Therefore mole fraction of sugar is equals to 0.0099 is the mole fraction of the sugar for the given problem. Therefore mole fraction of sugar in the syrup is equals to, therefore you can write like this, the mole fraction of sugar in the syrup. Therefore we can write like this, therefore the mole fraction of sugar in the syrup is equals to 0.0099 is the mole fraction of sugar in the given problem. So students, I hope you clearly understood this problem. Students, next problem on mole fraction concept is, a solution is prepared by dissolving 5.64 grams of glucose in 60 grams of water. Calculate the mole fraction of glucose and water. So the given problem is so this is problem number 4. A solution is prepared by dissolving 5.64 grams of glucose in 60 grams of water. Calculate the mole fraction of glucose and water. So first we can write the given data. Given weight of the glucose is equals to 5.64 and the weight of the water is given as a 60 grams. Molecular weight of the glucose is 180 grams, because students, we know the molecular formula of glucose, that is C6H12 and O6. C6H12O6 is the molecular formula of glucose. So its molecular mass is 180 grams and the molecular weight of water is 18 grams. Now we can calculate number of moles of glucose. So number of moles of glucose is equals to weight of the glucose by molecular weight of the glucose, that equals to 5.64 by molecular weight of the glucose, that is 180. Therefore students, 5.64 divided by 180, that equals to 0.0313. And similarly number of moles of water is equals to weight of the water by molecular mass of the water. Given weight of the water is 60, therefore 60 divided by 18, that equals to 60 divided by 18 is equals to 3.33. Therefore total number of moles of solution is equals to 0.033 plus 0.0313. students, 0.0313. so 0.0313 plus 3.33, that equals to we get 3.33 plus 0.0313, that equals to 3.3646, that equals to 3.3646. Total number of moles of the solution is 3.3646. Therefore students, mole fraction of glucose is equals to number of moles of glucose by total number of moles of the solution, that is nothing but 0.0313 divided by 3.3646, that equals to we can calculate 0.0313 divided by 3.3646, that equals to 0.0093, that equals to 0.0093. 0.0093 is the mole fraction of glucose. Similarly, students, the mole fraction of water is equals to 1 minus mole fraction of glucose. 1 minus mole fraction of glucose, that equals to 1 minus 0.0093. That equals to we can calculate 1 minus, students, 1 minus 0.0093 is equals to 0.9907. 0.9907 is the mole fraction of water. So students, we can calculate mole fraction of glucose, mole fraction of water in this way. So students, with the help of mole fraction formula, we can calculate the both mole fractions of glucose and water in the given problem. So students, I hope you understood this problem clearly. Students, we can see next problem on mole fraction concept. Calculate the mole fraction of the solute in aqueous solution containing 6 grams of urea per 500 grams of water. So students, in this problem, the solute is urea whose weight is given as a 6 grams and molecular weight is given as a 60 grams and the weight of the water is given as a 500 grams. So we can easily solve the given problem. So the given problem is, we can write first the given problem. So this is the given problem. Calculate the mole fraction of solute in aqueous solution containing 6 grams of urea per 500 grams of water. So students, in this problem, the weight of the urea, because this is the solute, weight of the urea is given as a 6 grams. 6 grams is the weight of the urea and weight of the water is given as a 500 grams. 500 grams and the molecular weight of urea. Students, we know the molecular weight of urea as 60 grams. 60 grams is the molecular mass of urea already given in the problem. And the molecular weight of water we know, students, 18. Now we can calculate the number of moles of urea. Number of moles of urea. Therefore, number of moles of urea equals to weight of urea by molecular weight of urea. That equals to 6 by 60. That equals to 0.1. 0.1 moles is the number of moles of urea. Similarly, number of moles of water equals to weight of the water by molecular mass of the water. That equals to 500 by 18. 500 by 18. Now we can calculate the 500 by 18. So 500 divided by 18 is equals to 27.77. 27.77. Therefore, total number of moles of solution is equals to 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 27.77. That equals to how much, students? 27.87. That equals to plus 0.1. That is nothing but 27.87. 27.87. Therefore, mole fraction of urea is equals to number of moles of urea. That is 0.1 in this problem. So number of moles of urea is 0.1. So the total number of moles of solution, that is 27.87. 27.87. Therefore, students, 0.1 divided by 27.87, that equals to 0.0035. 0.0035 is the mole fraction of urea and the mole fraction of water is equals to 1 minus mole fraction of urea. That equals to 1 minus 0.0035. Therefore, 1 minus 0.0035, 1 minus 0.0035, that equals to 0.9965. 0.9965 is the mole fraction of water. Okay, students. So in this way, for a given problem, we can calculate the mole fraction of solute as well as mole fraction of solvent. So students, I hope you understood how to calculate the mole fraction for a given components, that may be solute or solvent, by using the mole fraction formula. So I hope you understood these models of numerical problems on mole fraction concept. Okay students, I hope you enjoyed this session. Students, in this video module, we learn the definition of mole fraction and the different types of mole fraction and how to calculate the mole fraction of a components that may be solute or solvent briefly with the help of numerical problems we detailedly discussed in this video module. Thank you very much students.